Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning, YouTube. Today it is March 29th, Wednesday. Hope everyone's doing well. Yesterday we talked about the Bears pretty much having what seems like almost a last chance realistically to kind of get into this market. They tried it. They tried it. They tried to push lower into the earlier session yesterday and into the overall session. But into the end of the day, we had that solid unwind to the upside realistically. Longs did take control of this yet again. And we saw a grind to the upside even into the overnight session, which, of course, right, we had to close under that 3990 area. That wasn't necessarily the case, and we got that stronger close back into what was pretty much the high of yesterday, closing slightly flat on the futures side of things with a decent run in the overnight session, right? The longs, they had it, they tried to take it, or sorry, the Bears tried to take it, they couldn't do it. We escaped back into the top end of the balance, and we're going to see today how that kind of shapes up. So realistically, I think the Bulls they've been in control for a while. The offer yesterday was awful. The bid was strong continuously. And we'll see. Do we just readjust back in balance today? That's one of the things I'm going to talk about towards the end of this. But I do want to talk about Alibaba and some other news that comes out of some of these companies as well. So Alibaba, we saw that yesterday it rose massively, right? 14%. The Chinese tech stocks rose in tandem as well, right? JD, NetEase, Tencent, and some Japanese conglomerates, which were Alibaba's, some of their first investors, rose as well. This was all behind Alibaba splitting into 6 different units covering e-commerce, media, and cloud, with the goal of boosting each group's individual business value. And they include cloud intelligence, Taobao team hall business, local services, global digital business, Kaniao, smart logistics, digital media entertainment. And under this, they said that we will have 6 major business groups and other investments, each to be independently managed by its own chief executive officer and board of directors. And according to the regulatory filing, aside from Taobao Tmall business, which will remain fully owned by Alibaba, each of the other business groups will also have the flexibility to raise outside capital and potentially seek its own IPO. So with such an obvious and unexpected catalyst in our hands, it pays to explore what exactly this could develop for these Baba shareholders. Yesterday, the stock was up pretty aggressively. We'll see if that upside tune continues today. So if you're watching Baba and some of these other Chinese stock names, there could be some kind of follow through on the session. We'll see how that kind of shapes up. It's not necessarily something I've been watching personally, but there could be some potential in that, right? Alibaba had struggled over the past months, right, over the past years, even with an elevated stock price. And right now we're going to see how that continues. So overall, we could talk about the banking crisis as well. In light of new challenges and priorities, UBS is bringing back Sergio Ermotti, who rebuilt and led the bank from 2011 to 2020. And in the aftermath of the global financial crisis, the move will help UBS figure out how to integrate Credit Suisse into its operation after conducting an emergency rescue of the troubled lender for $3.25 billion in stock. And Ermotti's first challenge will include laying off thousands of staff, rethinking its business divisions, and shoring up confidence in investors. So clients and overall banking sector in general will need this confidence boost. So we're still going to watch out to see how this financial or banking crisis shapes up, this liquidity crisis. But there hasn't been too much news out of that recently. We've seen the markets barely react, right? Everything seems fairly calm. This could be the calm before the storm, but today is a very, very good chance for the bulls to attempt this next leg to the upside. So what we have on our hands here today, let's take a look at this. What we have on our hands here today is we are breaking up above the 4023 area. That region is to be noted as a massive pivot on the day over the past few sessions. The top of the distribution is 4045, and there could be some sell side that tries that area. I would see maybe some sellers try 4056s into that region, but as long as we can hold the 23s, I do believe in this bull. I wouldn't be surprised to get us back into the large balance of limbo as we do have some news. The final GDP numbers come out tomorrow morning, as well as On Friday pre-market, we do have the PCE inflation, which is the Fed's main inflation metric. So we're going to see how those shape up. As it stands right now, though, as long as 23s hold, if we get a pullback to start the day into 23, that's an area I'd look for some longs to come in. The bid was strong yesterday. The bid's been strong for the past few days. Let's see if this bid does continue today. And I am leaning a little more to the upside after we see some sellers try to come in the earlier parts of this session. So not too much to update on news. I think there could be some more to update in the following days to end the week, especially when we get that PCE number, especially when we get the GDP number. So I'm going to update you guys tomorrow and on Friday. But today, as it goes, we're going to jump into our trading room. Yesterday was great. We had a lot of opportunity shorting the 4008 down into the 90, getting long the 90 for a nice little pop. Right. Very, very strong trade. So if you want to check that out, check out community.tradeproacademy.com. But also, if you just want to jump into the live room, we do have 7-day money back guarantees. And I'll see you guys there. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.